So I'm currently traveling around Australia for 6 weeks. I've been here about 4 weeks now, and I'm currently in Magnetic Island, which is absolutely incredible. Look at that view. So literally staying in this like private room, and like, yeah, really cool view. And yeah, I just wanted to come in here and just do a quick video of what it's like, obviously traveling with an allergy in Australia. So far, I've had a really good experience. I take it really serious. I thought in like Sydney and Melbourne, when I mentioned allergy, they just get like really panicked and like worked up. And I think they're like, well, we can't guarantee it. And I'm like, well, I understand like nowhere can ever guarantee it's like completely free from the allergy, but you can like reduce any risk of like cross-contamination. But yeah, it's been incredible. So I'm currently traveling down the East Coast. I mean, Magnetic Island at the minute. Recently just done Whitsundays where I was actually on a boat for like 2 days. And that was quite nerve-wracking as well, because obviously you're not aware like obviously about the food situation. I made them aware in the lead up to the trip. And it's like, oh, we've obviously had people with nut allergies on before. But when I got on there, I made the chef aware, Sophia, who's Italian. Straight away I was like, look, I've got an allergy. And she was amazing, by the way. So she kept like double checking like all the labeling, all the packaging with me. So every night out, like, or every time I was making a meal, she was like, Dan, is this safe, is this safe? And then we also did Fraser Island, which is literally off the coast of Australia. And that's really such an incredible experience where you're literally camping for 2 nights. But I think when you got an allergy, I was so nervous in the lead up to it. And I think just because like I went shopping and I bought loads of noodles as a backup plan, but I did ask them what the food was, and it was really simple. It was like bolognese one night, and then like steak and chips the other night. And then on the tour, there's like 30 of you, and there's like 5-6 people like per car. And literally at the start of the trip, I had to like speak up in front of everyone and be like, look, I'm Dan, I've got severe allergy. If you're eating nuts, can you not eat nuts near me, or can you just not eat nuts on the trip? And everyone was actually really understanding, and a few people got ice cream with nuts and I was like, oh, we're gonna buy this, can we, if we get it, can we just eat it away from you? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it just can be quite nerve-wracking, obviously putting yourself out there and having to like speak up to like people you've obviously like never met before. But I think it's so important, definitely when you're on these tours, because when you're on these tours as well, like each car was like, one car was doing lunch, one car was doing breakfast, one car was like doing dinner. So they was actually preparing all the food. So it was actually really important that they was aware about the allergy, just in case they'd eaten nuts and then they're like touching the food. So but yeah, so that was incredible. And like I say, food was really simple. It was like spag bol one night, and then the other night was like steak and chips. But for me, I think having an allergy when you're traveling, that's when I'm like most worried, because of like being so remote. And to say on Fraser Island, like there wasn't any hospitals as well. So for me, that was actually really like nerve-wracking. Even like being here, so I'm on Magnetic Island, and they say like it's off the coast of Australia as well. I don't think there's that many hospitals as well. Or the main hospital will be on the mainland, where you have to get a ferry to. So yeah, I think when I eat on these places, I always try and keep the food like really simple. And the amount of times I've gone shopping and I've literally bought like so many noodles, because just as a backup plan, even today for breakfast I had noodles, because it's just like safer sometimes. And like I've got a kettle in the room, so it's just easier just to like bring your own food, just in case you're a bit worried. But yeah, so far like it has been incredible. Like, but it is nerve-wracking when we're doing the East Coast, and there's times where you're not too sure if, like, say the food is going to be safe with an allergy, and like you've just got to be really careful and just double check like all the packaging. Because when we was doing Whitsundays, which was like the boat tour, like there's a lot of time where the spices had like make and say peanuts or make and say nuts. So I actually said to her, like, can you just not use any spices? I'm going to get attacked by flies here. Can you not put any spices in any of the food? And for me, that was just, yeah, you just can't take any risks. But yeah, like so far, the experience is really good. So I'm off to Cairns next. So I have to get the ferry back to the mainland. And then I think it's about a 5-hour coach journey to Cairns. And then, yeah, basically off then to Sydney after that, and then back to London. But yeah, so far it's just been incredible. So we actually started off in Melbourne, and we was there for literally like 10 days with friends, and who we met when we was traveling around South America, and then went to Sydney and was with friends then for like 10-14 days, and that was absolutely incredible. And then this is what I'm doing now, is like the East Coast. So literally I started off in Byron Bay, and then I think I went up to like Noosa, and then I went to Fraser Island, and then Magnet Island where I am now, and then I also went to Ellie Beach as well, and then where we're off at Cairns. So it's really cool. I think like you bump into like so many of the same people, and everyone now is aware of like, he's the guy with the allergy. But yeah, I really recommend it. It is a lot younger demographic, I thought, compared to South America. When I was in South America, everyone was probably like mid-20s to like early 30s, whereas I actually feel like the old one here. But yeah, it's incredible. So I'm off to do some tours today. But yeah, I thought I'd pop on here and just do a quick video of my experience so far traveling Australia with an allergy. And if you're new to this, make sure to click that subscribe button. I appreciate all the support.